What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to discuss marijuana and my views on it, my experiences, and what I think about it in general. And I have a long history with marijuana. I've been using it regularly for a long time. Maybe my first time was like 14 or 15 years old, so its impact on me started very young. I feel like a lot of people view this drug as kind of like a fun thing to do, like something you just do to get the munchies and giggle. And for me, it's always been a lot more impactful than that, and a lot more psychologically active, or psychoactive, I guess, which is what it is. But the first thing I think people need to recognize is that marijuana is a psychedelic. It's there's your stimulants, your depressants, and then there's your psychedelic branch. Some people view marijuana as a depressant. I think it's more in the psychedelic category, because when I drink or take a stimulant, it feels like I like to say I'm sober plus. So it's like I'm sober but I'm energized. Or with alcohol, I'm sober but I'm a little dumber, a little more relaxed. But marijuana does something a little different. It's a shift in consciousness. It feels like something changes about my personality and about the way that I view the world. And so, to start, here's the impact it has on me. The first thing is I become incredibly self-conscious. And that can be really negative. So if I'm using it in some sort of situation where I need to perform socially, or maybe talk to someone new, something that's socially taxing, it makes me very self-conscious about myself and my movements, especially if I use a lot. The way I'm moving my hand right now becomes awkward. I start to think a lot about what I'm doing. Just made myself think a lot about what I'm doing, but whatever. The second thing is that I have a major increase in empathy and feeling for other people. And I sort of, because it opens the door to my own emotions and how I'm feeling internally, it also opens the door to other people's emotions and how they're feeling internally. And so if I use marijuana and I'm with a person, it's almost as if I can read the emotions on their face better, and I can empathize with those emotions more strongly. And I think that can be incredibly useful, both for the person who's using it and for the people around you, because you become a better person. I was watching this Pete Davidson clip where he says he has to smoke because it just makes him a better person. And I can kind of agree with that. If I go a long time without using it, and then I smoke, I often have this this experience of like cringe. I cringe very hard at myself, at the sort of egotistical way that I was behaving, and the sort of self-centered way that I was behaving. And it's pretty much every time I have that experience. And that can be negative for getting things done, for being a person in the world. But it's very positive for putting my ego in check and causing me to doubt what I feel so great about myself. And I think it's very healthy because upon analyzing those ideas, I never find them to be wrong. I find that although it might be a little bit too high alert to the point where you can't really function if you're always worried about how you're acting and how you look and how you make people feel. It's hard to function as a human being. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do something awkward. You're going to do something mean on occasion. And so as a medicine, it's very good for breaking down that ego, taking a look within at the corny and bad things you might be doing. Yeah, I guess that's a good introduction. I mean to make a longer video about this. I'll make points and I'll get into more specifically what it does. But the main point here is that it's not just you get hungry and giggly. Here's another thing I wanted to add. This feeling of presence and that everything in the moment is okay and that nothing needs to be improved. This has a good side and a bad side again. The good side is that you appreciate the world and you sort of see the blessings that you have to just be alive and breathing and enjoying life. You can look at a tree when you're high and the beauty just like really sinks in. And that can also be bad because when you can have things in your life that aren't good. And the marijuana will sort of, by making you see what is good, you have less motivation to change what's not. And so that's why a lot of people go down this hole of not being productive and, the classic stoner stereotype. And that's why you have to balance it. You have to be careful with it. You have to use it as a medicine. And it is a very powerful medicine, both for setting your mind straight when you're overly depressed, overly anxious, and for setting your ego straight and checking yourself. So yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. Just a simple, my thoughts on marijuana. Later, I intend to get into more detail on all of those points. Thanks for watching. If you think what I have to say is interesting, if you're willing to stick around, subscribe, and there'll be more to come. Thanks.